Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja, Nigeria Federal Capital Territory on Thursday convicted and sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a passionate prison term of life imprisonment against the penalty of death sentence he said he ought to have pronounced on the Biafra Republic agitation leader over the statements Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made on October 20, 2020 through Radio Biafra during the warlike situation between the civilian population and Nigeria security operatives following series of reports that the Nigeria security operatives were shooting and killing innocent unarmed protesters, who were protesting against bad government and police brutalities tagged Endsars protest. Justice Omotosho in his ruling, said, Nnamdi Kanu was responsible for the killing of 175 security operatives during the Endsars civil-military war-like situation on October 20, 2020, and Justice Omotosho in his ruling, failed to state the numbers of civilians that were killed by Nigeria security operatives during the war-like situation that apparently forced Nnamdi Kanu to start teaching the civilians on how to manufacture molotov cocktail, also known as petrol bombs, urging them to go and meet welders to buy bulletproof doors from the welders to defend themselves, and launched a retaliatory defensive attacks against the Nigeria security operatives who were accused of turning the peaceful protest into a barrage of gunfire, human rights violations and abuses. Justice Omotosho convicted Nnamdi Kanu on counts 4 and 5 over the Endsars protest, and he described Nnamdi Kanu action during the violent protest as an act of terrorism. On count 1, Justice Omotosho convicted Nnamdi Kanu for an act of preparatory to commit terrorism over statements made by Nnamdi Kanu in May 2021. Justice Omotosho in the ruling claimed and ruled that Nnamdi Kanu declared war against security operatives in the southeast states without provocation. This statement by Justice Omotosho apparently made him look like a biased person, because after Justice Omotosho read the entire 7-count charge and convicted Nnamdi Kanu, Justice Omotosho thereafter recognized a media news report and broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu on April 25, 2021, wherein Nnamdi Kanu vowed to avenge the killing of Akonso, the then head of Eastern Security Network, ESN, by a combined team of Nigeria security operatives led by the Nigerian Army under the command of former Chief of Army Staff, late Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, who was then the General Officer commanding G.O.C 82 Division. The Nigerian Army insisted in its report that Akonso was killed during exchange of gunfire with the security operatives, but Nnamdi Kanu rejected